Kyron Galloway, Kai Soto, Sunday Dench. Step onto the court for the 36ers as Cotton makes the first. Ross Cotton 3 for 3. Pushes the lead out now to 8. There's a lot of pressure up the court from Blanchfield. Now good hands by Cotton, knocked it off the leg. Cleveland out of bounds.
Yeah, good hands by Cotton there. It's a bit of a lazy pass and lead there. Made the penalty.
Here's Hayes Brown. Flips the ball off that screen again. And off the foot of Soto. Shot clock at 15, so plenty of time for the Wildcats. Webster inbounds to Hayes Brown. Nice screen from Hayes Brown. Nice pass from Webster. He can't convert on the hook. Good with a 1-2 play there. Detch comes away, Galloway. McCarron with a quick step. Cleveland now. And nice little runner there from Cleveland. You could hear John Riley in the background screaming no middle.
Yeah, defensively there, I thought the Wildcats did a pretty good job scrambling, but they just allowed that middle penetration. And it looks like you can't give Cleveland too much space.
Nice drive there from Todd Blanchfield. 18-10.
Full pressure!
Cleveland again. Going to use that screen from Soto. He does. And a nice drive. Can't hit. And Webster. Wildcats looking to push again. Here's Cotton. And one-on-one with McCarron. Little step back again. Oh, he's so good at that. Can't hit. Long rebound into the hands of Galloway. Here's Detch. McCarron will cut into the basket. Good hands there by Zunic. Here's Webster. Blanchfield all by himself. This is his bread and butter. Can't hit. That tempo again from the Wildcats.
And as a coach, you want those shots. Yeah, that's good look in transition. Todd on the three-point line. You want him to take that shot.
Here's Detch. On three, can't hit. Galloway knocks it into the hands of Detch, and 36ers will get another try. It's McCarron down low to Soto. Mismatch on Blanchfield. Not much Todd Blanchfield could do there in the low post on Kai Soto. Soto will head to the foul line.
Travis, press break so you're at the elbow. Harris, you got it out.
More substitutions for both teams. Michael Harris and Luke Travers onto the floor for the Wildcats. As Kai Soto steps to the line.
Makes the first there.
So 2 for 2 for Kai Soto. Full court press now to the trap for the 36ers. The Wildcats break it very easy. Here's the sharpshooter, Michael Harris. His first shot in a Wildcats uniform is a 3. Exactly what John really wanted out of that trap. And it's 21-12. Wildcats threatening to break away early. They go into a zone. Craig Randall couldn't hit the 3, knocked out of bounds. And Adelaide will get another try with 14 on the shot clock.
Attack! Up higher, Zoo! Come on, Corey!
Randall on the inbounds. Here's Detch. Randall comes off the
Yes,
screen.
Ollie!
Hayes Brown came out for a bit of pressure. Freed up Galloway for 3. Soto with a nice tip. Can't hit. Couple of opportunities there for the Wildcats to grab the defensive board. They can't. The 36ers will have another go. Here's Randall. Little crossover on the left. Blocked at the rim, and here come the Wildcats. In transition, it's Travers behind the back. And a reach-in foul. Not a bad foul there from Nick Marshall.
great job by the 36ers on the offensive boards down there. Got a couple of them working really, really hard on that offensive boards.
The long arms of Kai Soto keeping the ball alive there. Just over 2 minutes to go in the first quarter. First pre-season outing for both teams. They'll have another go on Sunday. Here's Travers. And lifted that pivot foot. And turnover.
Hey, we're up. Who's here? Come on, LT. Come on, LT.
That court pressure again from the Wildcats. You know how good defensively Corey Webster is. Here's Detch to Randall. Showing his speed on the perimeter and his drive to the basket. Here he goes again. Nice look underneath. For Galloway, the two-handed slam. Beautiful pass from Craig Randall.
Galloway getting up there very, very easy.
Here's Corey Webster now. Fake right, went left, couldn't hit the three, and Soto with the rebound. Good chance for the 36ers here to cut into the margin as we approach a minute to go in the first. Here's Randall again, taking the contact. And he'll head to the foul line. Foul called on Cole Zunic. Just his first third-team foul on the Wildcats. Craig Randall at the line for two.
Makes the first there.
Yep. Harris, you
Spent
know
some
where
time
you're at.
in the Summer League this year with the Portland Trailblazers. And the G League most improved player in 2022 as well, the Long Island Nets. Plying his trade out here in Australia for the first time. Margin back to 5 as we tick upon a minute to go in the first quarter. Harris ran into trouble there. Kick out to Hayes Brown for three. Not an ideal shot there for the Wildcats. Here's Randall again. Nice kick out to Detch. Galloway. That's a Marshall. Shot clock down to 10 now. Zunic's got the job on Randall. Here's Detch.
Good, Webster.
Out the left, out to Galloway. He's all by himself in the corner for three. No good. Marshall with an offensive rebound.
Into it. Into it.
Good chance to go 2 for 1 here now with the 36ers. Here's Detch. Swings in on the left and is hacked.
Another great job on the offensive boards there by the 36ers.
Corey Webster got caught behind there on that drive and reached in. The Wildcats should have the last shot of the first quarter. Sunday Detch, a good opportunity to bring the margin back to 3 heading into quarter time, which I think CJ Bruton would be very happy with, considering the Wildcats had most of the momentum here in the first quarter.
Yeah, and you know, once there's some big subs and things like that, the game sort of will probably level out a little bit. But CJ will be really happy, I think, with this, the defensive application, and also they're getting after the offensive boards and getting second and third shots and getting to the foul line.
That margin is back to 3 now, 21-18. Wildcats can hold for the final shot of the quarter. Although Corey Webster doesn't look like he wants to. Kick out to Zunic for 3, and it's good. Again, the drive and kick for the Wildcats working well. So the 36ers will have the last shot of the quarter as we head down to 5 seconds to go. Randall one-on-one with Harris. Pull up left, pull up for the 3, no good. Soto with the offensive rebound. Couldn't get a shot away, and that brings us to quarter time. Here at the Eaton Recreation Centre, pre-season action here in the NBL. It is the Perth Wildcats 24 leading the Adelaide 36ers 18. An entertaining first quarter here in front of the crowd in Bunbury. Good opportunity, regional basketball. Wildcats on the road.
Yeah, great concept, bringing NBL, you know, out to the country areas. You know, like obviously been supported very well tonight. Nearly a full house here at Eaton. I think both coaches will be pretty happy with the start. I think Coach Bruton would be pretty happy with Adelaide, especially their the end of the quarter there. just the way they fought hard on those offensive boards and got to the foul line, got some points, got after, you know, second and third shots. Both teams are really trying to, get a lot of shooting, we get a lot of threes up. Okay, which does happen in pre-season. Get like you said early on, get some cobwebs out and get into that rhythm. So I think both teams would be pretty happy where they're at.
You can see the stats to quarter time. The Wildcats 47% from the field. The 36 are struggling at 27%. So as we said, to be only trailing by 6 at quarter time, CJ Bruton would have to be happy with that, despite shooting only 27% from the floor, 1 of 9 from 3 also for the 36ers. In comparison, the Wildcats 3 of 8. As we look at this leading scorers to quarter time, Antonius Cleveland leading the way across the board with 7, Bryce Cotton with 6. Kai Sotto working hard on the boards on both ends, 4 rebounds to his name to quarter time.
Looks like Perth's gone back with the starters.
Wildcats back to their starting 5. Daniel Johnson back on the floor for the 36ers. Deng Akuoth seeing his first action as well this evening. Craig Randall still out there on the floor as well, struggling from the field, hasn't hit a field goal yet, 0 of 5 from the floor. 2 points to his name, both from the free throw line. We're underway, second quarter. Pre-season action here in the NBL.
Here we go, Luke.
Wildcats leading by 6. Here's Randall. Gets around a good screen, looking for that three-pointer again. Can't find it. Here's Marshall. Again, the drive to the middle. Can't hit. Thomas did well to keep it in play. So did Cotton, but unfortunately out of bounds. Good hustle there from the Wildcats.
The middle.
Again, as you could hear John really in the background, no middle, no middle. It's a couple of times now they've let 36ers into an easy shot in the paint.
It's been Luke Travers a couple of times, so interesting to see how he probably needs to make that adjustment.
Randall off the inbounds. Across the screen, they get the switch now. Both had a mismatch on Cotton under the basket, but Randall didn't see it. Good D by Blanchfield to hold Randall up. Johnson has to force the 3. The shot clock ran down and it was short.
Great D there by Blanchfield. He did a great job just staying, keeping Randall in front of him and using his length. So he couldn't get a shot away, made him throw it away, because everything at the moment is going through Randall for the 36ers.
Here's Thomas handing off to Cotton. Kick out to Travers in the corner, can't find the 3. Mitch Norton though can, and that is short.
Into an LT.
Randall
Pull in.
out to Johnson. Looking for options now, hand off to Marshall. Johnson rolls, Marshall can't find him. Randall's all by himself for 3, and finally he gets one to fall. It's his first field goal of the game, he's up to 5, and that margin now back to 3. Closest it's been for a while for the 36ers. Here's Travers looking to work and gets a switch on Johnson. Takes the hit from Johnson, and the referee's called the continuation. The basket's good. Travers did well there to keep his feet, keep his balance.
Yeah, the Wildcats moving the ball pretty well again there, and then Travers going hard at the hoop. Gets rewarded. Getting bonus.
Travers up to 6 now, looking for point number 7 on the 3-point play. Can't hit. Another missed opportunity there for the Wildcats. Push the lead out. Here's Randall. Gets in front of Cotton. Leans in with the left. Did well. Surveyed the D. Knew Cotton was behind him. The defense couldn't come to him. Put the floater up for 2. So a couple of baskets in a row now for Craig Randall. With a foul off the ball. Screen set by Norton. Much bigger Akuoth ran through him. The second team foul on the Sixers already. Here's Thomas. Out to Norton. Quick first step on the left. Thomas came back around, found the handoff from Mitch Norton, and a nice finish there from Tashawn Thomas.
And that's Mitch's game right there. Good fundamentals, aggressive to the hoop, creating.
That foul called Tashawn Thomas, his first of the game, just the first team foul on the Wildcats. Here's McCarron. Off to Daniel Johnson, swings in on the right, can't hit. And Travers on the rebound. Looking ahead for Blanchfield in the corner. Puts the ball on the floor, knocked away by Kuoth. Falls in the hands of Travers, who goes up underneath with the left and draws the foul. Over the outstretched arms. Deng Kuoth, that's his second. And the third team foul on the 36ers. Right place at the right time for Luke Travers there.
He started very, very well, Luke, in this second quarter. Been very aggressive at the hoop.
Of course, many people expecting big things from this young man this year and into next year as well. 2 for 2 at the line. Pushes the lead out to 7. 36ers need to get some offense. Here's Cleveland. Gets around Travers. Got a hand on the block, but I think the foul came on the floor.
Good job, LT.
He's going to give him shots.
Antonius Cleveland at the line. First foul on Travers, second team foul on the Wildcats. Cleveland, from Memphis, Tennessee, as we said with the Illawarra Hawks last year. 14 points a game last season. Can't hit on the second. Good pressure on the rebound. Thomas gets through it. Again, the Wildcats look to push. Travers out to Blanchfield. Norton in the corner. Thomas underneath. Good D by McCarron. Didn't make any contact, but enough to put Thomas off the shot. McCarron tried to push and find Marshall in the corner. And threw the ball into the crowd. Turnover for the 36ers. Hynem Harris comes back on for Adelaide. So 30-24. Slow start to the second quarter for both teams as we come upon 2 minutes played in the second. Here's Travers now. Good hands again by Cleveland, showing why he was the Defensive Player of the Year last year in the NBL. Here's Norton. Thomas now. Johnson giving him the space to shoot the jumper. Couldn't convert. A long rebound to the Wildcats, and I'll get another 14. Here's Cotton. Gets around McCarron easily. Nice little flick pass. Thomas was cutting. It was off the hands of the 36ers though. 7 seconds on the clock for the Wildcats. Try and conjure something up here from the baseline inbounds. Cotton into Thomas. You know, Cotton's getting this back if he can. Good work by Marshall. Great hands, Nick Marshall. Cotton just has to flick it up as the shot clock run down. Well done, Nick Marshall. To deny Cotton an easy basket there. And there's good hands by Thomas. Stripped it away from Johnson. Here's Travers in the open court. He's got Cotton to help him, and a nice easy layup there for Bryce Cotton. Not much Nick Marshall could do that time. 32-24 now, the Wildcats with the lead.
Thomas has looked pretty solid here in his first game with the Wildcats.
As he puts his hand up and calls for a sub. He has worked hard early in the second. Here's Daniel Johnson. Nice little look under the Harris. Blocked by Thomas at the basket, but too much on the wrist. And Hynem Harris will find himself at the foul line. It's Hayes, Brown and Webster prepare to come back on for the Wildcats. Foul number 2 on Tashawn Thomas. So look, Travers also has a break for the Wildcats. Craig Randall comes back on for the 36ers. Nick Marshall has a seat. Hynem Harris Kiwi can't hit the first. A touch over 4 points a game last season for Hiram Harris. 1 of 2 from the line. 36ers now
Pressing again.
Trapped in the press. Yep. Again, the Wildcats get through it easy, but good hands on the Norton pass into the hands of Johnson. He hands it off to McCarron, to a trailing Craig Randall for 3 in and out. Johnson on the offensive boards, can't control it, but Harris does. 36ers will settle. Johnson, Blanchfield with him in the post. Nice drive, nice handoff for Cleveland, yes, and the foul. Bryce Cotton reached in there. Cleveland had enough control to convert the layup and go to the line for the 3-point play.
Yeah, Bryce got caught out a little bit there, just ball watched there, and Cleveland got over the top of him. Great pass out of the post.
Veteran Johnson has a seat. Caicedo back in. It's Cleveland at the line looking to convert the 3-point play. And does. 36ers stay up the floor again. Worked well for them the last possession. Cotton and Webster looking to break through. Norton now. Does, but there's Cleveland again with the hands. Knocked out of bounds, and it's off the Wildcats. Great defense again from Antonius Cleveland. John really not happy on the sideline. Thought there was a foul there. Voicing his displeasure to the referees.
He's just talking about the reach behind. So coming from behind there and getting an arm, and the Wildcats been called a couple of times with that, and that's what he's complaining about, that they're not getting the same calls. So that's JR's passion right there. It's Southern Queensland passion, mate.
It runs in my blood too. I know exactly what you're talking about. Here's McCarron. Cleveland now. Lob pass over to Harris. Nice little hand off Caicedo for the two-handed dunk. The margin's back to 2 now. 36ers on a little run here.
Great job by Adelaide there. That moved the ball really well. Got the mismatch. Went to the mismatch, and that created that shot.
36ers sticking with what's working, and that is the full court D. Here's Blanchfield. Gave it out to Cotton. Here's Corey Webster in the corner. That 3 way off. Rush there on the Wildcats. 36ers now. Can Tyle take the lead? Here's Randall. Look for the 3, but gave it off to Harris. Looking to back in Webster. Back out to Randall. McCarron on the left. He's got Soto underneath. Another little handoff. Hayes Brown. Oh, God, Soto. Just too tall on Ollie Hayes Brown.
Did he jump off the ground, or he just dunked it?
Yeah, not much. Might have been a tippy-toe dunk there from the Filipino. And there's that reach from behind foul that John really wanted a couple of possessions ago. Called on Mitch McCarron. So we've got a timeout. 5:24 remaining in the second quarter. We've got a tied ball game here at the Eaton Recreation Centre. 32 apiece, 36ers. Done very well. Let's bring it back to level pegging.
Yeah, I think CJ Drayton would be very, very happy with the way Adelaide have done. It seems that Perth get out early in quarters, and then Adelaide get back into it. And I think the full court press, the Wildcats have turned it over a couple of times and taken a quick rush shot. And I think Adelaide have sort of settled down in their offense and moved the ball, getting the switching and getting to the mismatches the last couple of times down the floor, and they've made the Wildcats hurt on that.
The 36ers doing a great job of penetration, getting the ball into the key, and it's fairly easy when you've got a big target like Caicedo under the basket waiting for the handoff. So 32 apiece.
Good game here. This game's setting up beautifully here. See how they come into the end of the half.
Cotton looking for the handoff off the inbound play. Got the 3 away. Couldn't hit, and Hayes Brown with the offensive rebound. Out to Blanchfield now. Straight on three-pointer. Is good.
Great job by Hayes Brown there.
Could see the inbound play drawn up, looking for Bryce Cotton. Good pressure from the 36ers on the perimeter. We're back to a 3-point margin now. McCarron looking for Randall. Doesn't fire the 3. Instead uses a screen from Harris. This time fires the 3, can't hit. Soto with the offensive rebound. Nice little touch pass underneath to Harris for 2. Good recognition there from Kai Soto. Nice drive from Mitch Norton though. In response, Kyle Zunic.
Yeah, good take there, really good take. Adelaide help.
Whoa, the alley-oop. Almost came off. Spectacular attempt there from Cleveland. Just a little bit too high from Craig Randall.
Adelaide help on that Zunic drive there. Well, not in position. They were hugging their player on the weak side. Got an easy layup.
36ers over the limit now. 4.5 minutes still to go in this second quarter. Ollie Hayes Brown at the line.
Soto certainly had an impact since he's come on the floor here in this quarter.
So Hayes Brown, one of the developmental players for the Wildcats this year. 0 for 2 from the line. Soto corrals in the rebound. Sunday Detch gets around 1. And we've got an offensive foul call. This one's on Hiram Harris. Moving screen. It's just his first. There's no penalty on the offensive foul. So no free throws for the Wildcats, just possession. Zunic now up to Webster. Screen from Hayes Brown. They don't get the switch though. Here's Blanchfield looking to work on Harris. Gets him up in the air. Kick out to Webster though for 3, and it's good.
That's a better shot.
Nice look from Todd Blanchfield. Couldn't draw the foul. It drew the second defender, and Todd Blanchfield all by himself in the corner for 3. Oh, lovely, lovely 2-man game there. Craig Randall to Kai Soto, another dunk for Soto. Just trailed that play nicely, and a beautiful dish from Randall. Soto starting to have a big influence on this game so far. Zunic in the corner long on the 3. Wildcats get another chance though. The shot clock stayed running. Cotton couldn't hit. The Detch didn't take that rebound. He elected to leave it out of bounds. Cotton saved it. The 36ers come away. Straight back into the hands of Bryce Cotton out of nowhere.
That's great hustle.
Here's Webster again for 3. No good. Knocked out of bounds. And it's off Hayes Brown. I thought Soto had more of a hand on that from this angle. Nico Fernandez says no. 36ers take possession back. Plenty of substitutions coming through for both teams.
Mitchell Clark coming on for his first minutes.
Another outstanding season in the NBL 1 West for Mitch Clark. Earning his spot here with the Wildcats tonight. Here's Detch. Looking to use Johnson's screen, gets to the line. Clark gives away the foul.
We're going to be drawing that raffle at half-time. We're drawing that raffle.
Sunday Detch. It's been in the NBL for many years now. Of course, former Perth Wildcat. Championship winner with the Wildcats. A couple of years with Illawarra. in the last few seasons with the 36ers. 12 points a game last season in the NBL. And goes 2 for 2. The margin back to 2. Just that pressure again from the 36ers in the backcourt. Travers and Webster looking to get through it. Harris is in the middle, but Webster elects to go by himself. Uses a screen from Thomas. What a foul there. Let the whistle blow. Thought it might have been an illegal screen, but the foul's called on Daniel Johnson.
Yeah, interesting foul there. I'm not sure if it was there, but obviously the referee in a bit better position than I am.
Costly call for the 36ers. That's number 3 on Johnson.
Right.
No sign of a substitution for him yet. As Thomas goes 1 for 2. There's Detch and Clark. Here's Johnson, straight on three-pointer from the veteran is good. Ties things up again. 41 apiece now. Here's Clark. Out to Harris. Down to cutting Thomas. Couldn't control the pass.
Yeah, tough pass, very low. Very low bounce pass.
So there's that substitution for the 36ers. Oath comes in for Daniel Johnson.
Norton and Bryce Cotton back in again. Finish off this half.
Go LT!
Early three-point attempt there from Detch, no good. Here's Travers. Easily gets around Galloway, takes the contact, can't hit. He'll go the line for 2. Took a whack in the solar plexus.
Lower abdomen.
Lower abdomen.
Yeah.
Southern hemisphere. Knocked the wind out of him a little bit.
Well, we are down south, and that's where contact was, by the looks of it. But composes himself and knocks down the first.
As we mentioned, regional basketball here in WA. For those of you not in WA, we're about 150 k's south of Perth. Both teams heading north of Perth on Sunday for a rematch in Joondalup, which you can also see on the NBL YouTube page. Marshall, nice handoff, beautiful dish to a cutting Sunday Detch. Tied ball game again, 43 apiece. Under 2 minutes now to go in the first half. It's Cotton looking to work off the ball. Marshall does well to stay with him. And we've got an offensive foul. Legal screen from Mitch Norton. Tell you what, Nick Marshall's defense off the ball. Bryce Cotton been pretty solid this quarter. Did well to deny him the ball there. Drew the moving screen from Mitch Norton.
Yeah, off the ball, I think Adelaide done a really good job defensively on Cotton. They got caught out early on when he's coming off those high screens and staggered screens. But one-on-one, they've done a reasonable job.
36ers can take the lead. Galloway straight on 3, can't hit, long rebound. Nick Marshall controls it, hands it off to Cleveland with the right hand over Luke Travers. The 36ers take the lead. First time in the ball game they have led. Here's Norton on the left, looks to spin and score.
Yeah, quality
Nice
finish
move
there.
from Mitch Norton. Level things up again, Detch. Randall, corner 3, no good. Travers with another rebound, and here come the Wildcats. Cotton looking to push. He's got Webster on the opposite side of the floor. Sloppy pass there from Bryce Cotton.
No, he threw that into the Bay Marie in the canteen there.
So 42 seconds to go in the first half. First pre-season game for both teams. Galloway, another quick fire 3. This time it drops. The Wildcats not going to go for the 2-for-1, so the 36ers will get the final shot of the first half. They lead by 3. Webster up top to Norton. Thomas rolls for him. Norton with the alley-oop for Tashawn Thomas. They made eye contact. They knew exactly what to do. Thomas knew where to be and Norton knew where to throw it. With it down to 5 seconds now. Here's Randall, one-on-one with Thomas. Good hands from Thomas. Randall's going to have to launch it. He does, but it's blocked by Thomas. As we come to half-time, great defense from Tashawn Thomas there to deny that final shot by Craig Randall. As we head to half-time, the Adelaide 36ers take a 1-point lead after trailing by 6 at quarter-time. They lead things 48-47. Here at half-time at the Eden Recreation Centre, pre-season action here in the NBL.
Yeah, I think, really good game. I think good quality, especially early on season. I've been really impressed with Adelaide, the way they've sort of clawed back into the game. Early on, they're down by about 9 points and then clawed back into the game again. And just a bit more efficient, a bit more in offense than they were early on, which is what you're looking for in a pre-season game as a coach. Soto, he came in and really impacted that second quarter with rebounding and passing and scoring. And I just thought that probably the Wildcats probably did make some shots that they would normally make, but it's setting up for a really good contest, certainly for this second half, so it'll be interesting to see how we go.
So the 36ers heading into halftime with a 1-point lead. We will be back very shortly with the stats to halftime. Second half action coming to you from the Eaton Recreation Centre. As we head to halftime, I've been told to pass on the message to my daughter Rosie, go to bed. We will be back with the second half from the Eaton Recreation Centre right after this.
Time break. Laki. Kasi yung record ko malaki. Jealous daw si Blackie. Ano? Halftime break. Wait. Kulitis talaga sila. Daro daw. Ayaw daw. Laki. Tingnan mo. Laki. Laki. No. Laki. Nothing. Dalawa na lang. Laki. Laki.
So ayan guys, half time tayo. So ng mga 36ers ng 1 point. 47-48, so lamang ang 48. Ganda ng laro ni Kai, kaso problema pagka maganda yung kanyang pag nakakadalawang shot, kanina back to back dunk. Problema, inilalabas agad ni CJ Bruton. Parang iniingatan si Kai Soto, baka ma-injury. Pero maganda yung laro niya. Oh. Ganda rin ng mga assist. Talagang yan, nag-uumpisa ng third quarter.
Welcome back to the Eden Recreation Centre. Second half action almost under from beyond the arc. Craig Randall is 1 of 7 from three-point range, 2 of 10 to half-time.
Mukhang wala pa si Kai
Struggling
Soto.
from the field, but creating opportunities as well with his quickness driving to the basket.
Yeah, and that's going to happen early on. You know, he's going to struggle here and there, some players. But yeah, I think Adelaide, great workmanlike. Defensively, they picked it up well, and that's what's kept them in this game on the back of their defense, and then a bit more efficient offensively. So it'll be interesting to see how the Wildcats respond here. And I expect it to be pretty tight right down to the wire.
A 1 point lead for the 36ers as we get back underway in the second half.
Wildcat ball.
The Wildcats with the first
Bola ng
possession
Wildcat.
through Mitch Norton. Here's Bryce Cotton. Norton with a three-point attempt early on.
3-point cover.
The Wildcats now back in front. 7 points for Mitch Norton. Here's Randall. Harris back to Randall. Looking for a back cut from Cleveland. Can't find him. Cotton did well to knock it loose. Back into the hands of Cleveland with a little scoop layup for 2. Takes his tally to 15.
Yeah, Cleveland's done some really good stuff. He's like a slashing type player. He's very quick, very athletic.
Of course, known for his defensive prowess. Finding scoring fairly easy tonight. Here's Travers, challenged by Harris at the rim. Got a foul. Luke Travers back to the foul line.
Foul.
Yeah,
6th and 7th attempts tonight.
So you can see where the Wildcats coming out early in this half here, getting Bryce Cotton off some screens, getting early touches. He hasn't got a shot away, but he certainly created opportunities for others. So solid start.
Travers up to 11 now.
Travers pala. Luke Travers.
2 for 2.
Lahat bantayan ng
Luke Travers.
ng mga
John really very vocal early in the second half for the referees. Is Mitch McCarron, captain of the 36ers. Craig Randall, another three-point attempt. Long, but a good rebound underneath from Harris. Was pinned down by Mitch Norton in that rebounding contest, and Norton gives away the foul.
Yeah, he just got caught out there, Mitch, and just grabbed an arm.
14 on the clock for the 36ers. A nice little inbounds pass from McCarron to
Looks
Johnson.
like Norton again.
It is another foul on Mitch Norton.
That's right.
Yep, third personal foul on Mitch Norton. Two quick ones here.
Maganda
Start the third
pagsabay ito
quarter.
si ano eh.
Daniel Johnson at the foul line.
Si Daniel Johnson at saka si Kai Soto, Twin Tower. Tapos si Rich Macaron.
They can't convert the first. Tip 400 games this year. Well, Daniel Johnson, stalwart of the league for many, many years. One or two. 36ers continue with this backcourt pressure off the inbounds. Travers with Blanchfield now. Thomas handing off to Cotton. Cotton's double team briefly there for a second. Thomas fires off a three and hits.
Well, if you can stroke that fairly consistently, they're become pretty tough.
36
Two-man game with Cotton. Sorry there, Nate.
They seem to be giving him that shot. He's hit a couple now, so they might rethink their strategy. Johnson might step out a little bit closer to Thomas now. Here's Cleveland, can't control it. Wildcats on the run now. Travers has got Thomas with him. Looks for the pass ahead to Thomas, who was bumped off the ball as he cut to the basket by Antonius Cleveland. Thought he got away with it, but the referee did see it and called for the foul. Just the first on Cleveland. Almost disguised it. Mitch Norton has a seat. 3 fouls to his name. Kyle Zunic comes back on for the Wildcats. Thomas hands off to Cotton. 3-point attempt is good. Bread and butter play there for the Wildcats.
Well, the first couple of touches he created for others. This time he thought, no, I'm going to do it myself here. And not a bad defensive play by Mitchie McCarron, but Cotton just a little bit too good.
Cotton into double figures now with 11. Here's Johnson, finds a cutting Harris. Can't convert the layup. Travers with another rebound. John really says push the ball, Luke, and he does. Zunic cut baseline. Kick ball. Saw last year one of Travers' big strengths that he worked on and improved was his ball handling up the court. Ran the point guard duties a fair bit last year and will probably do the same again for John Riley this year. Here's Cotton. Got the mismatch on Johnson. Gets around him very easy. Cutting it to Blanchfield. He lost control in the air. Johnson slapped it out of bounds anyway, just to be safe.
Great hustle there by Johnson. Got beaten on the drive, but stayed alive. Didn't just stop playing, kept playing. Got a good block. Would have been definite 2 points there.
9 seconds on the shot clock, but Blanchfield, quick fire three from the corner. Margin now pushes out to double figures. It's a 10-point lead for the Wildcats. Here's Cleveland scooping and scoring around to Sean Thomas.
And there's that slashing type play that he does. He gets on that on the right-hand side of the floor, uses his left hand and really penetrates hard. Gets to the hoop with his athleticism.
He's used that left hand a couple of times under the basket. 17 for Cleveland. Here's Blanchfield, looks to spin on Harris. Easy pass. Cleveland turned his head. Luke Travers recognised it. An easy layup. Back to 10 now. Here's McCarron. Double team, Thomas and Cotton. Here's Randall. A little bit of space on the three. Can't hit. And Thomas converts. 3-on-2 now for the Wildcats. Thomas can't find Cotton. A wasted opportunity there for the Wildcats in transition. They had the advantage.
Any young players there? Double foot stop. Make that pass.
Don't pass in the air.
Especially when you can't see them. The double cop knocks that down.
So as we've seen a few times tonight, the Wildcats threaten to run away. The 36ers go on a little run themselves. Can they pull another one here? Trim the margin back. Soto. Good D from the Wildcats. Cotton looks to double team Soto. He goes one-on-one with Hayes Brown. Went right, went left. Little handoff to Sunday Detch with the layup. Almost a travel. Kai Soto did well to keep his pivot foot down. Sunday Detch pulls it back to 8. Here's Webster. Screen set from Hayes Brown. He cuts out to Cotton. A little bit of space given to him from Detch. Cotton didn't take the first shot, took the second one. A bit real pressure from Detch as he pulls up. And Cleveland blindsided Corey Webster, who thought he had the rebound.
Yeah, there's that athleticism again, and another offensive rebound by Adelaide, and that's what kept him in that second quarter. So it's going to be interesting to see.
Here's Travers, went one-on-one.
2 points count there.
Confusion here. So it's a goaltending call.
JR got on his horse pretty quick, thinking it was going to be.
I think he thought offensive interference initially,
but the referee did call the 2 points and interference on the rim by the defence.
Goaltending, so the 2 points for Luke Travers. 8 points, the lead again. Here's Marshall. Screen, doesn't use the screen from Soto. Does now. Gets the switch with Hayes Brown. Soto's by himself. Marshall couldn't find him. Harris got in front of Soto. Good awareness there from Michael Harris. Here's Webster looking to work on Detch. Travers with Galloway on him. Zunic doesn't use Hayes Brown. Goes up to Travers. Here's Webster. Little floater off the glass. Can't hit. Hayes Brown can't control the rebound. Here comes Mitch McCarron. He's got Galloway ahead of him. Uses him, but the foul on the floor. Called on Michael Harris. Just his first personal. You can see now the 36ers looking to push the tempo as well.
Yeah, especially with those bench players on now as well for the Wildcats. So, and this is what's sort of how the game's sort of been going. Is the quarters, first part of the quarters have been Wildcats and a few subs. Well, good hard take there by Zunic.
Off the turnover, Zunic. Get himself to the line. Mitch McCarron, no choice but to reach in there to stop the layup. 2 fouls on Mitch McCarron. Third team foul on the 36ers. As Todd Blanchfield comes back on for Perth. Luke Travers has a seat.
Yeah, good start. Good quarter by Travers there, so he'll have a little break, well deserved.
Cole Zunic at the line. Went 1 for 2. Soto snatches it off the rim.
It jumped and his head was nearly above the rim. Jumped about 2 inches.
Response from Nick Marshall is good.
Good transition.
So again, the Wildcats threatening to push the lead out well into the double digits. 36ers respond again, back to 6. 4 minutes to go now in the third. Here's Corey Webster. Soto jumps out. No foul called there. Cross-court pass from Webster, picked off by Marshall. He's got Blanchfield ahead of him. Takes it one-on-one and scores. Blanchfield did well not to call for a foul there. Good finish by Nick Marshall, and we're back to 4. Zunic, a little bit out of control, but Sunday Detch gets away the foul. Just the first foul on Detch. 4th team foul on the 36ers. So they are in the penalty. 3:41 to go in the third quarter. Hayes Brown. Hands off to Zunic. A little bit of space there, a little floater in the lane as Marshall came to him.
Nice touch there, really nice touch. Oh, the technical foul.
With a tech foul called on Hayes Brown.
I think that's
I think it's a second delay game.
Delay game warning, yep.
So a one-shot technical foul for the 36ers. Nick Marshall will step to the line. The Wildcats will have to be careful from here on. As Marshall converts the technical free throw. 36ers will retain possession. Back down on the baseline. 68-63. The Wildcats with the lead. Karen. Out to Galloway. Here's Detch. Zunic now switches onto Detch. Webster helps out. Detch steps through. Good hands, good scrap.
Good hustle, good hustle. Yeah, Detch sort of just drove into a cul-de-sac there, and good job by the Wildcats defence.
Here's Webster. Nice little dish. Great screen and roll between Webster and Hayes Brown. Kai Soto with the foul.
Well, that's anyone but Soto. He probably gets a layup or a dunk. And long arms, Soto got to him.
The second foul on Soto.
Switch, Webster.
Ollie Hayes Brown can't convert.
Shooting a bit flat.
Yet to hit a foul shot tonight. 0 of 3 now from the line. Wildcats also in the penalty now for the remainder of the quarter. 0 of 4 now for Hayes Brown. Soto can't control the rebound. The Wildcats have got another opportunity. Fresh 14 on the shot clock. Leading by 5. Here's Corey Webster. Can't hit. Kyron Galloway with the rebound. Detch. Soto now has got Blanchfield on him. We like this matchup. He goes strong against Hayes Brown. A nice finish from Kai Soto. Hayes Brown came over to help, probably a little bit too late. Soto took advantage of the mismatch. We've got a backcourt violation. Good pressure again by the 36ers in the backcourt. Bryce Cotton back on for the Wildcats. Randall back on for the 36ers as well. 2.5 minutes to go in this third quarter. Blanchfield there, the only starter on the court for the Wildcats for quite a few minutes. Here's Randall. Got Hayes Brown out on him now. Cotton comes back across. Here's Galloway. A little left-hander on over Blanchfield. Can't hit. And Zunic comes away with it. 3 points to lead here. Here's Cotton. Kick out to Webster. On the left. Back out to Cotton. Looks to get around his defender. Ends up with a little floater.
Silky
Cotton,
smooth skills.
very smooth. Here's Detch. Sends Zunic sprawling into the front row. Under the baseline, offensive foul.
Zunic's put in a good little shift here. He got to the foul line.
Well.
Got to the foul line at one end and hit a shot, and then he's defensively there. Great play.
And gets rewarded with a break.
Yeah, and it's surprising because Mitch Norton's on 3 fouls, so I would have probably played him for the rest of the quarter, but hey. JR says get out there. Well, right. I'll have a chat to JR after, so why are you doing that, mate? If he gets his 4th, now you're tied. But no, great shift there by...
He's on our court anyway.
Yeah.
Good hands by Galloway, knocking it out of bounds. Stay with the Wildcats. Under 2 minutes now in the third. 36ers maintain their pressure up the floor. As you said, Norton on 3 fouls. See out the third quarter. See Cotton working hard off the ball, trying to shake Nick Marshall. No moving kick call. As you can hear in the background, the Wildcats coaches wanted a moving screen, didn't get it. But instead they get a foul in the rebounding contest. Akuo giving away the foul in the rebounding contest.
Yeah.
It's his third.
So not happy with Bryce Cotton coming off the screens and the defender. When Cotton beats him, grabbing him. Grabbing him through the screen, that's what they're not happy about. So they're trying to get Cotton free, coming off some screens.
Ollie Hayes-Brown really struggling from the foul line this evening.
He's built a small house in Bunbury tonight.
0-5 now. The
Can't
foul
hold
line.
him.
Oh, there we go.
There we go.
He's taken the glad wrap off the rim, and he's found it. Good on him.
So minute 30 now. 6-point lead for the Wildcats. Randall, kick out to Marshall, is all by himself in the corner, can't hit, and Blanchfield with the rebound. Wildcats look to push. Cotton slows things down though. Corey Webster. First game in a Wildcats uniform. Spins on to the right, looking for Cotton. 8 on the shot clock. And Bryce is going to take it himself. Good D again from Nick Marshall. But a foul call. Not sure who it's on. I don't think it was on Marshall. No, it's on Sunday Detch. Must have been a reach in. Marshall was pretty up and down on that. Third foul on Sunday Detch.
He's a bit unlucky there, but let's put the extra reach in. A good strong drive by Cotton, and the thing was, I think Bryce was going to pass the ball out. He wasn't.
He was.
He wasn't actually going to score. So they're sending to the line. Normally automatic 2. And as I say it, commentator's curse.
We're under a minute now. 7-point lead for the Wildcats. Looking the 36ers string together here before three-quarter time. Norton with a great defensive pressure on Randall. He's looking for Galloway, who wasn't there.
The 2-step lead. And turnover, so a big turnover there. I'd say look for Cotton coming off some screens here.
He's on the wing, opposite wing from Webster. Webster goes himself, up and down. Corey Webster gets the basket and the foul.
Webster's done some good things tonight. I think, you know, he's done a...
Looked to create more than
yeah.
put the ball on the floor and take it himself.
Yeah, and I think he's done a really good job. He's had some good minutes. Mitchie Norton comes out with those 3 fouls, and Travis comes back in.
So an opportunity for the Wildcats to put this back to double digits before three-quarter time. 36ers did well to get it back level at one point again. As we've seen all night, the Wildcats push out to double digits and the 36ers go on a little run. Too late for a run in the third. Can they put some points on the board before three-quarter time? Here's Randall. Looking to go on his left. Has to go back right. Tough shot. Good D by Blanchfield again. Marshall kept it alive, knocked out of bounds. 13 on the shot clock for the 36ers.
Yeah, probably
15 on the game clock.
Probably should look at the mismatch there on Akuth there, but Randall decided to go himself.
Bounce to Marshall. Randall comes off the screen. Gets some space, can't hit the 3, struggled all night from beyond the arc. Zunic with another rebound. Here's Cotton down to 3. He's going to take it himself on Marshall. Marshall gives up the foul. Cotton can't convert.
Cotton just cruised it down and put on the turbo jets, and that was it. Marshall couldn't keep up with him.
I don't think there was anyone in the league that was going to stop that.
You know, and 0.7 to go, smart play, get to the foul line, knock down some couple more points, and Adelaide got 0.7 to score.
0.7 to go.
Ganito ginagawa yan. Drive, drive.
Bryce Cotton goes 2 for 2. They don't get the shot away. Detch does take it. Not far away, but it was after the buzzer anyway. And that brings us to three-quarter time. The Wildcats themselves on a bit of a run in the last few minutes of the third. They take a 77-65 lead into three-quarter time. The Eden Recreation Centre. Pre-season action here in the NBL.
30-point quarter there by the Wildcats, and they just looked a little bit more settled in that quarter, and certainly scored a bit more freely than Adelaide. Adelaide still played hard, but got a couple little foul troubles, so they've had to sort of rotate a little bit more with some of their players, quality players, sitting on the bench with 3 fouls. But they've done a great job, so we'll see how they go and how they respond. They've responded pretty much all night when they've been down through some hard work and some good offense. So we'll be interested to see how they come out in this next the fourth quarter.
It's probably more evident for the 36ers. Antonius Cleveland probably sat the majority of the second half of that quarter, and that seemed to be the difference in the scoreboard. He sat on the bench, the Wildcats went on their run.
Yeah, and yeah, that might be just fitness and stuff like that in that regards, because he's certainly not in foul trouble. But yeah, I mean, their main scorers is going to Randall and Cleveland, and and Soldo inside. So
So we look at the stats. It's three-quarter time, 52% from the field for the Wildcats.
Yeah.
36ers have held to form. 36ers out rebounding the Wildcats by 9 there. Soto 9 rebounds to his name.
I'd like to give a shout out if that's all right, Nate.
Go for it.
Well, my family back at Ipswich, they're listening via the YouTube there. So the Nugdas and the Austins are all together and listening on our YouTube. Also, hi guys. I'll speak to you tomorrow at some stage. Give them a call up.
And a big thank you to all of you, wherever you are watching around the country, whether it be on the NBL YouTube page or the NBL app. We welcome you to regional WA for pre-season action. Both teams heading up the highway Sunday afternoon for a rematch, HBF Arena Joondalup. Tip-off 1 p.m. Perth time, Sunday arvo, before both teams heading up to Darwin for the Blitz later this month. The Wildcats with fixtures against Cairns, South East Melbourne and Melbourne United. The 36ers, they'll face South East Melbourne, Tasmania and Illawarra in the Blitz before we head to the regular season. The Wildcats with their season opener on Sunday afternoon, the 2nd of October against the Brisbane Bullets. And the 36ers a little bit of a wait before they play their season opener. They don't play till the 13th of October against the Tasmania Jack Jumpers, the Adelaide Entertainment Centre. We fast approach NBL 2022-23. The crowd on their feet here at the Eden Recreation Centre ready for fourth quarter action. Wildcats up by 12. What can the 36ers bring to the party? They've gone on a few runs. Daniel Johnson gets things started.
Yeah, nice touch
with
there.
a little run up.
Good little out of the break play there.
Corey Webster, the only bench player on the floor at the moment for the Wildcats. Here's Mitch Norton. Little pull-up jumper from the left side is good over the stretch hands of Daniel Johnson. We've got another technical foul, another delay game called on the Wildcats. Seen that once already this time. It's on to Sean Thomas. John really not happy at all with that call. Randall steps to the line. So that tech foul onto Sean Thomas.
Hindi pa rin binabalik si Kai Soto.
It's 79-67.
So John really querying with the score bench if that's a personal foul to Sean Thomas.
Yeah, that's his fourth.
So it is foul number 4. Bit of a breaking play.
Kaya pala yung point dyan, 36 at saka
Okay. I thought he...
Wildcat. So, ang score natin ay 68-79. Lamang ang 79.
Yeah.
Querying the personal foul
Lamang
count
ang
to
79.
Sean Thomas.
11-point lead by Wildcats.
So that'll be his third by the looks of it.
Third
Not
foul.
his fourth. It'll be his third. So I've seen that twice. You don't see it too often, but so obviously that's something the referees must be focusing on.
We're back underway. It is 3 fouls to Sean Thomas. It's the margin 11 now. Here's Cleveland looking to back down Webster. Swings in onto the left, hand in from Corey Webster. Cleveland in and out. Almost with a 3-point play.
Yung magaling na ano? Yung magaling na
Corey Webster, that's his second.
point guard, yung talagang ano, playmaker.
Antonius Cleveland at the line. 19 points to his name to three-quarter time.
Kala ko magiging
Scores on the
okay
floor.
ng ano, 36 years nung nawala si Dusty Hana kasi may pagkabuhaya talaga yun.
Average
Pero
14
nakikita
last
ko sa
season.
ngayon, parang
Will no doubt have the highest
Parang
scoring
nandyan
role
lang din si
with
Dusty
CJ
Hana
Bruton
kasi
this
yung
season.
number 12, yung
36
point guard nila
uniform.
parang tumira lang ng tumira.
So 2 for 2
Ito number 12
for
na to.
Cleveland. The 36ers up the floor again. It's worked well for them so far this evening. And a cheap foul by Cleveland on the inbounds there. Pushing the back on Mitch Norton.
Yeah, you don't want to be doing that. That's just a silly foul. Just, he had it deep in the court. You know, you can sort of control him from there.
A bit overzealous there, did Antonius. And his second personal foul though. Here's Travis. Hand off to Norton. Cotton working hard off the ball, trying to get a bit of space from Mitch McCarron. Norton off to Thomas. Harris jumps out, knocked it loose. That foul from behind from Hiram Harris.
Yeah, just Adelaide, probably the mid-term part of that third quarter, and now just struggling contain one-on-one with the Wildcats. And the Wildcats are starting to get to the foul line a fair bit now.
The cheap fouls also given away by the 36ers. They're in the penalty quite early in the third quarter. Already 2 fouls. 2 team fouls. We've only played just over a minute here in the fourth. It's to Sean Thomas. 1 for 2 at the line. He's 13 points to his name for the game so far. Margin at 10. Great hands by Travis. Knocked it away from McCarron. Cotton raced ahead of Harris. Couldn't hit the layup, but look, Travis was there for the putback. Highlight.
A little bit of a highlight there.
WA's newest NBA draftee.
Ayan, tumira na naman yung number
Craig
12.
Randall still can't hit a 3. Stone cold is Craig Randall. Here comes Travis again. One-on-one with Randall. Out to Webster. Thomas, now Cotton. Gets away from McCarron. Thomas rolls to the basket. Travis. Good hands from McCarron. Cotton retains it.
7 seconds on the shot clock.
Flick out to Norton for 3. CJ Webster,
timeout here, I
CJ
think.
Bruton, seen enough.
Ilabas tong
Call for timeout.
I think he wanted it right there and then the bench. He didn't get down to the bench to tell him.
No, not quick enough. McCarron can't hit the 3. It hits the structure above, and here comes that timeout. for CJ Bruton. 85-70, the Wildcats have blown the lead out. 15-point margin. CJ Bruton trying to stem the bleeding a little bit.
Yeah, Adelaide has sort of just dropped off a little bit. They're not making their shots now. And the Wildcats are certainly going hard at them defensively, which I said earlier on that they're just struggling to contain them now. So maybe a bit of fatigue setting in with the Adelaide players.
A good opportunity for CJ to perhaps just change the structure a little bit of the defence, try something else.
Yep.
No harm in a pre-season game, see what works.
Yeah, a bit of zone or something. And then, they've brought that 2-2-1 press and that, but they haven't been to the foul line much at all at this quarter, so it's hard to sort of set that up. Maybe a little half-court trap or something, and that's what pre-season's about. Now, that's if they have that in, that's what they want to do, but I think it's going to be more like, really containing one-on-one and working hard off the ball.
We've always seen, traditionally, the Wildcats coaches over the last few years, passionate, very vocal. I think Mr. Riley might be taking it to another level this year from what we've seen so far this evening.
Yeah.
A few heated discussions with the officials already tonight. We'll love to see
Ayan,
it.
pinasok mo si Kay Soto.
Tayshaun Thomas, quick first step up past Soto, throws it down.
Naiiwan si
Soto
Kay.
got caught there flat-footed.
I don't think there'll be a delay a game on that, because that's gone through the ring at about 100 kilometres an hour, hit the floor and nearly cleaned someone up on the baseline there, so there was no one else going to touch it.
There's no help defence there from the 36ers. Thomas knew it. Blasted past Soto. Here's Cleveland. Daniel Johnson, three-pointer off the screen. DJ, a little steady there for the 36ers, but they need stops.
Just keeps doing it year after year.
Yan, pinagsabay na si Johnson sa si Kay
Evergreen
Soto.
is the veteran. Here's Blanchfield, rolling Thomas, stopped by Johnson. Looking for Travers in the corner, but it was a loose pass.
Yan,
It's a
dapat
turnover
kailangan
for the
ginawa nila.
Wildcats.
Pinagsabay.
Another chance for the 36ers to trim the margin back.
Yeah, and this is what they've been doing all night. This is the response that CJ would be wanting out of that timeout. Bit of response. Get a score here.
Here's Marshall. Doesn't use the screen from Soto. Knock loose. A leg of a Wildcat. Not sure who.
I think it was off Blanchfield's leg,
Yan,
the
dapat
referee was
pag-aralan ni
saying.
Kay Soto, yung kikinda.
Stays with 36ers, 8 on the shot clock. Need to go quick. Down low to Johnson. Pressure from Blanchfield. He's double teamed now with Norton. Someone's going to have to shoot. Cleveland does. Too late. Shot clock violation. Call on the 36ers.
Wildcats bench very, very happy with a shot clock violation.
Good recognition on the double team. On Johnson down in the post. The shot clock running down.
Downhill.
Travers gets around Cleveland. Kick out to Cotton. Three-point shot. No good. Travers kept it alive, but into the hands of Soto. Takes rebound number 10. Here's Johnson. Out to Cleveland. Back to Johnson. Another three-point attempt from the veteran is good. That's a 2 in a row now from Daniel Johnson.
Great composure. They got the ball to him wide open, knocked it down. 11-point game now, so here they come again.
So the 36 is threatening again. The Wildcats need to be careful not to let them in, not to open the door too much. We've seen them peg a couple of double-digit leads back a few times this evening. Plenty of time in this game as well, 6 minutes to go. 87-76. Here's Cotton. Soto chases him baseline, little handoff for Norton, can't hit. Soto with another rebound. Here's Marshall. Mismatch, Norton fronting Soto under the key. Here's Cleveland. Good block from behind for Travers. We've got a block. Called on Norton.
Very late call.
Very late call indeed. Shot was well and truly over.
Great job, Nordo.
Foul called on Mitch Norton.
That's his
foul number
fourth.
4.
Yeah, it looked like there the referee allowed the play to play on, and when it looked like they weren't going to score, then he's called the foul. So
It's called in the shooting motion, so Cleveland will step to the line. Zunic comes back on for Travers.
He's had a very, very strong second half, Travers. And his athleticism, like you said, he worked on those ball handling skills, and he can put the ball on the floor and accelerate and create. So he create his own shot and create a shot for others. So he'll be looking for a big year this year.
Cleveland goes 2 for 2. Back to single digits again. Here comes the pressure again from the 36ers. McCarron and Marshall, Cleveland lurking, and it's locked loose. It's exactly what the 36ers wanted, out of bounds. They get the turnover. Good move from Cleveland there to let the ball go out of bounds. Off the Wildcats' hand. Another opportunity for Adelaide to cut into this margin. Marshall pressured by Cotton to Cleveland. Here's Johnson, he's going to look for another three. He's hit 2 already. Long on that one. Soto kept it alive, tapped it into the hands of McCarron. Good block from behind by Blanchfield on Marshall. Soto under the basket, can't hit. Wildcats wanted 3 seconds. Didn't get the call, instead they got the foul. Jesse Wagstaff.
Warning.
Just getting told by the referee to kindly sit down. Soto at the line. Can't hit on the first. So these are the points that the 36ers need to convert.
They're hanging tough here, Adelaide, as they have all night.
1 for 2 for Soto. So John really out on the court, wanting a delay of game. I'll tell you what, he's towing the line for a technical foul here.
So what the referees are saying there, that yes, they touched the ball, but they had a sub. They were subbing out the shooter, so this can't be a delay of game.
Set ball effectively, so the delay of game can't be called.
JR got some more court time in the NBL just then. He's nearly in the keyway. They might have to put a chain on him sometime during the season.
I love the passion, though, even in a pre-season game from the head coach of the Wildcats. Here's Zunic picking up a loose ball, firing for 3, can't hit. Kyron Galloway with a rebound. Here come the 36ers again, and Bryce Cotton giving away a foul in transition.
Timeout.
It's John Riley calling a timeout. 4:57 to go in the 4th quarter. John Riley again out on the court, speaking to the referees. And again, kindly told, head back to your huddle. Go and talk to your team. 4:57 to go in the 4th. So what would the message be, Darren, from John Riley at the moment? 36ers again going on a little bit of a run. Things not so much getting out of hand, but a lot of excitement and a lot of frustration also coming from the Wildcats bench at the moment.
Yeah,
again,
just
not to overshadow what they need to do.
Just some cool heads here. Excuse me. I'll just be a bit more efficient offensively. Like they're taking some quick shot. Let's get through it. Let's get to the foul line again. Let's it doesn't have to be always 3 points and all that. So it's really, really important. Really important, because what's happening is that they're taking an early shot, and Adelaide are getting the ball and pushing it at them hard, and they're getting to the foul line now and getting some open shots. So they need to really work hard here for the next just under 5 minutes.
So the Wildcats are in the penalty, and that foul from Bryce Cotton before the timeout pushed them over the limit. So Nick Marshall at the foul line, 2 shots, and makes the first.
So yeah, game on here.
Great way to start the pre-season. In front of a sellout crowd here in Bunbury. 2 for 2 for Marshall. That lead back to 6 now. Full court press again, but Travers gets away fairly easily from Galloway. Slowed down though, Danny Johnson was ahead of him. The Wildcats have set up their offense now. Thomas out high. Norton setting the screen for Cotton. Double teamed on Thomas and Cleveland. Travers out to Norton now, going baseline. He's double teamed. Thomas has to fire and hits a long two from Tayshaun Thomas.
Yeah, big shot there
for the Wildcats.
Big shot.
Back to 8 now. Marshall. Johnson is going to look for that 3 again. This time it's short. Good contest from McCarron, keeping it alive. And that's going to be foul number 5 on Mitch Norton. Number 4. Number 4.
Well, we've got it as 5.
I had it as 5, yeah.
And that's
Block
5,
there
that's
is
what I thought.
confirmed
Yeah,
by the score bench.
no, that's 5.
It came late from the score bench.
That late block.
So Corey Webster's going to step back on for Mitch Norton, who was fouled out of the game. Mitch McCarron made the first. 2 for 2.
89-83 score, lamang ang
3 subs from
89.
36ers. Det, Chakut, Craig Randall back on. So Craig Randall, stone cold tonight, needs to find his stroke. Trail by 6.
4 minutes and 12 seconds.
Handing
That's
off.
ating last
Gets
quarter.
the switch, takes the jump shot, can't hit. Chakut tipped it into the hands of Nick Marshall. Good pressure by Cotton. Almost forced the turnover, but into the hands of Randall. Shot clock down to 10 now. Randall one-on-one with Corey Webster. Pulls up for the 3, still can't hit. Good contest at the boards, into the hands of Travers. He's got Cotton ahead of him. Got loose in transition. The Wildcats slow things down. Thomas behind the back. Grounded Coots. Out to Blanchfield. Out to Cotton. 36 is scrambling here on defense. Corey Webster all by himself in the corner for 3. 36 has lost sight.
Great offense there, great offense.
Ball movement from the Wildcats. Lead back out to 9.
They need to continue play offense like that.
Good hands. Wildcats get the turnover into the hands of Cotton. Got Webster trailing. Travers in the corner. Looks for the 3. Decides to take it after all. Can't hit. Byron Galloway with a rebound. There's Randall. Takes it to the basket this time. Loses control. Into the hands of the Couth. Challenged by Blanchfield, and he got the basket anyway, looking for the foul. Blanchfield had hand on ball there. Back to 7. Under 2.5 to go now in the game. Wildcats just need to hold steady here. No need to take early shots. Get through their offense. Here's Travers on the left. Reach in from Marshall. Poked it away. Another turnover for the Wildcats. Another chance for the 36ers. Randall this time. Still can't hit. Rebound by Galloway, and he puts it back
Buhay talaga number 2 niya, parang si Dusty Hanna
to
lang.
5.
Yeah, this is what we've seen all night from Adelaide. Perth get out, and then Adelaide just grind away, grind away. The last couple of offensive sets haven't been great by the Wildcats. See what they got here.
Need to keep their composure. Thomas, probably the best offensive option for them at the moment.
Little pick and roll, 2-man game.
94-87. Here's Detch. 36 is going to need to score fairly quickly. Randall One-on-one with Cotton. Out to Galloway. Straight on three-pointer is short. Marshall climbs over the back of Blanchfield.
Yeah,
No call
great
there.
great box out by Todd there.
Hindi na binalik si Kai
Experience of Todd
Soto.
Blanchfield on the box out. Minute 20 to go. The Wildcats want to string this offensive possession out as long as they can. Shot clock down to 10. Cotton around Marshall, around Akuth, draws the foul.
Yeah,
Cotton foul line.
Cotton like that little match up there. Little hesitation, put it on the floor.
As good as we know Bryce Cotton is, for a 23-year-old in his second season this year in the NBL, Vic Marshall's done a pretty good job defensively on Bryce Cotton tonight.
Yeah, I think he had, and he gave a little bit of offense too there in that third quarter. So he's done a great job, and I think, and the way they've sort of set up, they've got a couple of defensive players in their group, the 36ers, and they're going to be important throughout the season for sure. So 9 points here, so big offensive play here for Adelaide.
Here's Randall.
Good hustle here by the Wildcats.
Good. Turnover. That should just about do us. The Wildcats will take the win. All going to plan here. 45 seconds to go, leading by 9. Here's Blanchfield, little spin, floater and iron is good.
Popped it in one hand.
Pushes that lead out now.
Bryce Cotton coming out, so
38 seconds to go, 11-point lead for the Wildcats. So the Wildcats wanted some subs. John really wanted to call in Mitch Clark, Michael Harris. Can't do so. So he's going to call.
he's trying to get subs in, trying to get a timeout.
He's having no luck whatsoever. He tried a timeout, couldn't get it.
Just get someone to foul, maybe. Get someone to foul, get him out.
Fiston Ipasu seeing his first action for the 36ers late in the game. Sunday Detch, fade away from the foul line, no good. Blanchfield with a rebound.
And they'll probably do it anyway.
The Wildcats will take the win. The first action of the 2022-23 season. It was a win for John Riley in his debut as coach for the Wildcats. We tick down, 98-87 will be our final score. Perth Wildcats take the victory over the Adelaide 36ers. Very competitive matchup, a good solid outing for both teams. A lot of positives for both coaches to take with them.
Yeah.
Back.
Yeah, I think great hit out. Yeah, great hit out by both teams there, and I think they're both pretty happy with what they see. Now, obviously, a few additions to both teams.
Imports out on both sides.
Yep, to come in. So, but I think, you know, some of the players that I won't, you know, the bench players, let's just call them, and I apologise for that comment, but the players that are not going to get big minutes have got some good minutes tonight, and the coaches have had a good look at them. You know, you never know throughout a season that injuries and where they might be have to be called upon, but I think both coaches will be really, really happy with that, and plenty to work with both teams.
Of course, both teams will see each other again Sunday afternoon up at HBF Arena in Joondalup with 1 o'clock tip-off Perth time. For those of you wanting to tune in and watch on the NBL YouTube channel via the NBL app. Both teams heading up to Darwin for the NBL Blitz in a couple of weeks.
Sa lahat ng mga nanood, thank you very much.